When I began my capstone project, I had to determine a topic to focus on. When choosing my topic, I had to find a problem at my workplace to improve. This is where the ADDIE model came into effect. We learned the ADDIE model during our Educational Design and Evaluation course. ADDIE simply means analyze, design, develop, implement, and evaluate. I first had to analyze the problem I saw in the classroom.
Originally, I chose to focus on student motivation because I was a substitute teacher for a middle school that had a great amount of at-risk students. At-risk students vary and can fall into many categories, such as students that may need assistance with work so they won't be retained in that grade, or guidance for students with behavioral problems. After speaking with many students in general about how they would change instruction and how they feel about the teaching methods in their class, I had a repeated response: "It's boring, and the teacher doesn't care." One of the students said, "My teacher doesn't like me, and she is always putting me out of class." I had another student say that they rather go to in-school suspension because their teacher don't know how to teach and they don't understand them.
This was hard to hear, and as a long-term substitute, I had to think of many ways to motivate my students. Not too long after, I changed my topic to professional development. I figured this way would be a better approach to help increase student motivation. Instead of trying to encourage a small group of students, I can encourage educators to use instruction that motivated current and future students.
I had encountered some difficult obstacles with my target audience. Before finding my final target audience, I was going to work with some co-workers, but the implementing process was over the summer, which added communication conflicts. Then I was trying to work with college students through my previous university that didn't go through at the last minute due to unforeseen circumstances.
Finally, I ended up getting a small group that consists of coworkers, students studying education, and friends. For my target audience consisted of 6 future educators and 4 current educators. I had a total of 10 female participants ages 21 to 50. The next stage of the ADDIE model was the design stage.
The way in which educators use technology in the classroom or don't use technology in the classroom can affect the way in which a student learns.
I then created a design that professionally developed teachers' understanding and implementation of Web 2.0 tools.
I first created my instructional goals and objectives. My goal was for educators to expand their knowledge of different Web 2.0 tools available to them. And the objective was to introduce these educators to multiple Web 2.0 tools that they will be able to incorporate in their lesson plan.
The development stage was the next stage of the ADDIE process.
During this process, I created videos, presentations, Google Docs, surveys, and activities that the participants would engage in. I started off with them doing a pre-survey. Once everyone was done, the participants were then to watch an introduction video that included how to set up a Schoology account, my expectations, the purpose of this project, and what Web 2.0 tools were. I continued to make other presentations such as the Slide Rocket presentation, which provided participants with specific information for their posts and providing feedback to other participants. After I developed the material that was being done, I then began to implement.
The next step was the implementing process. Professionals continuously grew when they learned the latest information. During Cycle 1, participants were introduced to Web 2.0 tools. They first started the cycle by using a Web 2.0 tool, which was an online survey. This pre-survey indicated that 20% of the participants did not know about Web 2.0 tools. Another 40% were uncertain about Web 2.0 tools but were unable to provide examples. The remaining 40% of the participants were able to identify and provide an example of Web 2.0 tools. According to Whitland, when technology aligned with educators' needs and they were involved in training, professional development was effective. Participants were required to research multiple Web 2.0 tools that they may use in their lessons. They then provided a description on Schoology of the Web 2.0 tools found, where other participants commented. At the conclusion of this cycle, 100% of the participants were able to identify Web 2.0 tools, and 60% of the participants that said they did not know or were uncertain of what Web 2.0 tools were used them at least 10 times during instruction the previous school year. Teachers were relaxed with technology with an adequate amount of support and training. Therefore, during Cycle 2, the participants created lessons with the use of technology. The participants then provided support to other participants by giving them feedback. Studies showed that this firsthand experience and sharing their findings with colleagues will give them a great gain in knowledge. Current educators then implemented their lessons to their classes. Future educators described the way their lesson would go if they implement it in their future instruction. Once this cycle ended, 50% of the participants said they would use the Web 2.0 tools they reviewed in the future. All the participants showed evidence of understanding what Web 2.0 tools were. Overall, the participants were able to recall at least 4 Web 2.0 tools that were reviewed during the 2 cycles. They successfully researched Web 2.0 tools and will be able to self-improve now that they understand what they are. If I was to continue with this project, I would definitely use the same method of hands-on approach and collaboration. However, I would diversify the participants more.
Throughout my courses at Full Sail University, we learned to analyze and create videos. As I progressed in my educational journey,
about doing
I
the
was
Web
taught how
2.0
to
tools
insert screen
assignment and
flow into my
discussion.
videos, enhance my videos by creating a background through GarageBand and using blue and green screen, along with other tools. The repetitive use of tools learned throughout these courses helped me to understand and develop in using different applications. This experience was very rewarding to me, and I will do it all over again, expecting nothing less than the best. In the future, I would like to create an impact across the world. I want people of different backgrounds to interact with one another in a positive and helpful manner. Multitudes of people will create a community that will bring society together for a greater cause. I would like to provide support for others and transform the way people think and live. Impacting the world in a positive way is what I want to do in the future.